country-lined lane through that old screen door here at Down on the Farm Radio headquarters, down the hallway and into the kitchen. We're going to sit at Granny Marble's kitchen table. My old camp cook Hop Sing is rattling the pots and pans over there. I can smell the chicken fried steak. He's got twice-baked potatoes. He's got plenty of jalapeno gravy. He's got a glass of iced tea, a cold cucumber salad, maybe a cup of coffee, whatever you desire. We just are glad that you satisfied the desire we have to bring ag news to this portion of Down on the Farm Country. Speaking about this portion of Down on the Farm Country, let's consult the Austin and San Antonio National Weather Service office. Partly to mostly cloudy, highs in the 60s to 70. We'll call Del Rio 73, Uvalde 68, Hondo 67, San Antonio 65, and Gonzales 66, 73 in Llano, and 66 in Pleasanton. The 5-day planner says we have a chance of showers east of I-35 beginning Thursday afternoon into Friday night. Our lows anywhere from 56 to 59, the highs 73 to 80 on Tuesday. About the same on Wednesday, about the same on Thursday. Our lows, maybe 5 to 8 warmer. All the way through Saturday when we cool down again a little bit. We won't have a spread between low and high on Saturday. The spread's probably going to be 47 for a low and 54 for a high across the region. Neighbor, there's your ag weather. Neighbor, taking a look at your commodities. March corn, 5.85 and a quarter, down 4 3/4. March beans, 12.56 and a quarter, down 18. March Kansas City hard red winter wheat up 6 3/4 at 8.12 and 1/4. March number 2 cotton up 65, 106.88. February live cattle up 57.50, 138.65. March feeder cattle up 112 and a half, 166.42. February lean hogs down a dime, 80.92. January West Texas Intermediate crude down 11, 71.56. Neighbor, there's your commodities of ag interest. Neighbor, it's time for today's edition of the Texas Wildlife Radio Show. Old farm girl Jessica Dommel is at the mic. That's right, she grew up on a farm there at Georgetown. This program is brought to you by your local Texas Farm Bureau insurance agent. Jessica, what's on your agenda?
Wild pig research. I'm Jessica Dommel with the Texas Wildlife Radio Show on the Texas Farm Bureau Radio Network. Researchers from the U.S. Department of Agriculture continue to look for new ways to control the growing feral hog or wild pig population in the United States. While traps and hunting do help cut down on wild pig numbers, John Kilgo from the U.S. Forest Service tells USDA Radio that sometimes it's not enough.
The way hog traps or pig traps or swine traps have worked historically is that it's some sort of enclosure with a trap door or some kind of door that swings closed when a pig on the inside of the trap hits some sort of trigger mechanism. So one of the problems with this is that pigs run in groups, often called sounders, and the first pig that's in the trap that bumps whatever the trigger is, often there are still others in the group that are outside it, so you don't catch the whole group. And the ones that are outside the trap then are educated to the dangers of traps and are harder to catch in the future.
That is why researchers are now looking into new technology-based smart traps and whole sounder trapping at a test site in South Carolina.
With the advent of cellular-enabled cameras, we now have the capability to put a camera on a trap that will send images of what's in the trap, which pigs are in the trap, and then can in turn receive commands from the trapper to close the gate when the trapper is ready. If you know the composition of the sounder you're trying to trap, which you determine through pre-trapping trail camera work to see how many are in the group, what they look like, the size and age composition, you can wait for all of the pigs to get in the trap before you close the trap.
Kilgo said the hope is that feral hog control and trapping becomes more doable and more effective. For the Texas Farm Bureau Radio Network, I'm Jessica Dommel.
When we moved to Texas, we were like fish out of water. We didn't know anyone in our neighborhood until our Texas Farm Bureau insurance agent came to the house. She was so helpful and reassuring, a friendly face with that Texan hospitality I'd heard about. When we purchased a Texas Farm Bureau insurance policy, we knew we were making the right choice. We knew our family would be protected.
Visit Texas Farm Bureau Insurance today at tfbinsurance.com to find an insurance agent who's a true neighbor. Coverage and discounts are subject to qualifications and policy terms and may vary by situation.
Neighbor, Hop Sing says the grease is hot and it's about time for a chicken fried steak, jalapeno gravy, nanny cease rolls, some twice-baked potatoes, a cold cucumber salad, and a glass of iced tea or a cup of coffee. And a visit with Kenny Mingus, Milam County Livestock. Kenny, I tell you what, here's your first glass of iced tea. Tell us how that sale in Cameron went Friday.
Well, it went good, Larry. We had a total of 1971. Out of that mix, we had about 300 cows and bulls. Market was sure good on the desirable cattle and got along pretty well.
Let's walk the pens.
Steers under 300, 130 to 220. 3 to 400 pound steers, 121 to 214. 4 to 500 pound steers, $1 to $1.97, and over 580 to 173. On the heifers, under 300, 120 to 195. 3 to 400 pound heifers, 111 to 168. 4 to 500 pound heifers, 95 to 164, and over 570 to 148. On the packer cows, about steady from 20 to 73. Packer bulls, 60 to 91. On your bred cows, from 400 to 1200, and on your cow calf pairs, from 7 1/4 to 1250.
Speaking of cow calf pairs, y'all got a special coming?
Probably a couple of hundred cows coming this week. Kind of our end of the year special. We've had one for, I guess this is 13 or 14 years. We've had one every Christmas. About 160 Brangus and Angus plus heifers coming from 2 consigners. Most of those heifers are going to be bred 6 to 8 months to low birth weight Angus and Angus plus bulls. There's about 75 crossbred cows coming from a man. Several of small consignments, 10 to 20 head. Man's going to send me about 20 head of crossbred cows, a few Beefmaster cows on them. Got some 6 or 7, 8 good Charolais bulls. Got a few good Angus bulls. Got a couple of red Angus bulls. Hopefully have a pretty good day this week. We hope to.
Well, we'll do our best to make sure that on our part that happens. Tell everybody how to get a hold of you.
You bet. Just catch us at the office Monday through Wednesday at 254-697-6697. You can follow us on our webpage at milamcountylivestockauction.com or catch us on Facebook. If you haven't noticed, we've got a lot of these females posted out there and some of the bulls. So if you have any questions, just feel free to call us at any time. We'll be glad to assist you in anything that we can help you with.
Texas Farm Bureau Insurance has protected fellow Texans with auto, home, health, and life insurance since 1952. With more than 260,000 square miles of land and 27 million people, that's a lot to cover. Whether you're wrangling cattle or wrangling kids, we're proud to protect Texans in all Texan ways of life.
Visit Texas Farm Bureau Insurance today at tfbinsurance.com to get insurance for Texans by Texans. Coverage and discounts are subject to qualifications and policy terms and may vary by situation.
Neighbor, I tell you what, let's cross Yawa Creek and head up to Lexington and talk to Russell Heller, Lexington Livestock Commission Company. They sell them every Saturday, and he's got one more sale before the Christmas holiday. Russell, how was that sale Saturday?
Yes, sir. Had a really good sale, 1,760 total head with 163 cows.
Let's walk the pens.
On the packer cows, the thinner ones 20 to 42, and the better cows 43 to 76. On the steering bull calves, 3 to 400 pounds, 115 to 220. 4 to 5 weights, 110 to 217.50. 5 to 6 weights, 105 to 180. 6 to 7 weights, $1 to 160. 7 to 8 weights, 95 to 147. On the heifers, 3 to 400 pound heifers, 110 to 180. 4 to 5 weights, $1.05 to 165. 5 to 6 weights, $1 to 150. 6 to 7 weights, 95 to 140. 7 to 8 weights, 90 to 134.
Good. So it sounds like you had a good sale, 1,700 and what?
1,760.
Now we have one more sale before the holiday begins?
Yes, that's right. We'll have one sale this week, and then we'll be off for Christmas and New Year's.
Are you aware of any cattle coming already?
I know one set of calves, 20 head, and that's all that I know of so far.
We'll tell everybody how to get a hold of you if they need to bring some cattle to the last sale of the year at Lexington Livestock Commission Company.
Yes, sir. You can get me on my cell, and that number is 979-820-7002.
Wholesale Steel, family owned and operated since 1976. Has heavy-duty panels, the first and only panels on the market with a lifetime warranty against damage from your animals. Wholesale Steel with 2 locations to serve you in San Antonio and Hearn. Financing available, and we wholesale to the public. Visit our website at wholesalesteelsa.com or call 210-624-2000 for Wholesale Steel.
Neighbor, let's hit those grains before we have to head back to the field or pasture. Looks to me like Milo through Corpus is $12.05, yellow corn through Corpus $6.90, hard red winter wheat through Houston $8.75 and a half, and Houston beans December delivery January even money $12.67 and 3/4. Let's take a look at Texas cotton, courtesy of the good folks at the USDA's Agricultural Media Service. Looks like we moved 1,677 bale at East Texas, Oklahoma at 101.98 to 104.23. 12,978 of West Texas cotton at 102.48 to 104.98. So we had a good sale day on Friday. Neighbor, that's it for the best darn farm show in 100,000 square miles of the great state of Texas. No brag, just fact. I appreciate you listening. And if you're on the network, we'll be back this afternoon at 3:45 for a Kolach. If you're not on the network, tell them you want Kolach and you need that pro